Wow, I was muted that whole time. Did I even
Oh
start the
boy.
intro?
I don't think so.
Awesome! Long, awkward pause. So, welcome back to the Sept of the Hearth's Fire, where in this particular case, after a long, muted silence, Charlotte is on the hunt for Sylvie, glancing around, wandering, but definitely with a purpose. And let's be honest, at this point, she's fairly used to looking for a giant patch of white fur, but God damn it, she knows who she's looking for, so she will strut boldly. Yes, boldly.
Uh, for her part, Sylvia is not particularly difficult to find. She's actually at the public housing.
Outrageous.
I know, right?
But ideal, really, because Charlotte does like checking the convenient places first. It never works out, but she always checks. And in this case, lo and behold, holy shit. First try. The person she's looking for. So yeah, she steps on into the public housing. Is Sylvia in her room, in like the big open kind of shared room? Like, where's she at? Is she in the kitchen? Is she in the shower? I don't know.
She's in like the big open shared room. She's got a pile of what looks like different colored yarn in her lap that she seems to be trying to match.
Yeah, Charlotte, kind of, I mean, she can be seen. There's plenty of windows at the public housing. She can be seen strutting on up to the building, kind of glancing across the porch as she does, as if, pretty clearly, oh, I'm on a mission. I'm looking for someone. So she can be heard coming in the front door, and almost immediately, for the sake of convenience, kind of pokes her head into the common room, just because off chance. And it's funny because she kind of like pokes her head and scans around, and just the eyebrows kind of pop, like, oh, well, that was easy. And yeah, she'll amble in, coming over, kind of curiously eyeballing what Sylvie's messing with.
She's got three different colors of yarn. Looks like a dark, like a deep purple, a dark black, and a lighter blue. Um, and she seems to be braiding them together. And as soon as she notices Charlotte, there's that immediate flop onto the back. Raya, uh, did I know you were coming today?
You did not. Go on, sit up on Ryan. And she, plops herself down in the seat next to her.
Sylvia sits back up. Um, I can make tea.
No need. Not going to be long. But, all things considered, as much as it hasn't all gone well, some of it has, as far as you being nearby and making yourself available to me and mine. And while I can't take you with where I'm about to go, I'll need Talon's to keep us safe. Even just Gaia's breaths. Something, a contingency.
When are you going?
Soon.
You don't have a day yet?
I'm saying soon, as in very, very soon. Imminently, one might say.
Sylvie will reach into her bag. She pulls out two small little dried gourds decorated with very similar braided cord to what she's been working with, but instead of yarn, it appears to be hemp or jute. I have these two made already.
I hate to come demanding with no notice, but we do need to go. And sadly, in this case, it's not a place you can come along. Do you thinks about it a moment. We could talk in your room, if you prefer.
That would probably be the best place.
Mm-hmm.
And she will get up and lead Charlotte up to her room because she's not actually sure Charlotte knows where it is, and you can see that she's a little uncomfortable with Charlotte following her because she knows that's not appropriate, but at the same time it's the fastest way to get things done.
I mean, there's something to be said for disrespectfully leaving someone behind and politely leading them to a place they haven't been before. Charlotte doesn't seem especially fussed by the whole ordeal. She does quickly pocket the two guys' breaths and, give a little nod and, yeah, hops up to follow. And has Sylvie perchance decorated her room any particular way, or is it just what it is, kind of, with a few personal things in it?
There's a few personal things in it. The thing that is probably most prominently stands out by way of decoration is there is a small loom that sits on top of the table that appears to have the start of some type of weaving project on it.
Once she is invited in, we'll, kind of pause, glancing over at the room, like, huh. You had no idea have more in common than I accounted for.
How so?
She gestures over to the loom as she, finds herself a place to sit. Oh, hers is admittedly gigantic, but
This is more compact.
mm,
It's what I traded my silence on some matters for with the O'Neills.
huh. Good to know. She just like a little nod of like, oh, well, all right. That was more than I expected.
You get the feeling that Sylvie's like deliberately being open with you at this point.
Yeah, the transparency is noted.
Um, she'll poke her head out the door and make sure, that no one's lurking outside before closing it. And as an afterthought, she'll flip the lock, just kind of so they don't get barged in on by Wilhelm looking for some company while they're talking.
Oh, poor guy. She'll let Sylvie take her precautions and kind of gestures around. Another thought, if you haven't taken the precaution of doing it already. Everyone's got a different spiritual shape of ears. You might want to make sure that you have your own in this room, or things keeping it from happening. But for the moment, I can at least say I'm going north. I have matters to attend to up there. I have things to look into up there.
And it would not go well for either of us if I were to accompany you, would it?
In certain circles, no. I also imagine you're not especially well acclimated to living out in the wilds. I can't say that I'm a professional by any means, but I've at least had the prior experience.
I can hunt if need be, but no, I'm not particularly acclimated to it or skilled in wilderness survival.
No. This is meant to be fairly quick. And considering we will have to deal with, I imagine, the red talons up there, the inclement weather, it's just kind of like, whew. And who knows what else along the way. It is probably safer that you stay here. If there is more that you wish to do, more that you can do, I'd appreciate it, and I'd consider it a mark in your favor. I do already appreciate these. She pats the pocket.
Depending on when you are actually leaving, I may have a third one finished.
Fairly imminently.
If
Would have to move very quickly.
if you are still here when it is finished, I will find either you or I assume Raimi is going with you.
I'm still determining. But Raimi's not a bad person to find me with. Alistair will be in talks with me.
Then I will find you or Raimi or Alistair Raya and hi and make sure one of you has it going up.
He offers a nod.
Will you be traveling in the Umbra?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it's any safer, per se, really. There's threats on either side. There's just a lot less humanity to worry about on this one once you get out there. And almost
Sylvie.
anything that might pose a problem on this side could probably pose it on that one too.
Sylvie will reach into her bag and pull out a small um, triangular shaped crystal.
It's a bit of a brow pop, like meh.
This is a Moonglow Talon.
I think you mentioned these to me before. How exactly do they work?
This is the only one I have, and until I am able to get the Loon Spirits cleansed, which hopefully I could do while you're away, it's the only one I have. I would rather you take it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Fair enough. You'll have to remind me what exactly it serves as a purpose.
As a Talon,
Hmm.
it offers safer travel in the Umbra. It as long as it's carried continually, the journey should be safe. When you arrive at your destination, it will shatter. It has no power to prevent enemies that are actively searching for you or ambushes, or if you were to do something like insult a powerful spirit, it wouldn't be able
No,
to protect you.
I imagine not.
But
But it should help with potential threats instead of sure ones, right?
yes,
Does it only protect the person carrying it?
um, honestly, Charlotte, I'm not sure.
It's alright. I'll just
I've
make
never
sure that in a pinch the right person's carrying it.
I've never needed to protect more than myself one.
I suppose we'll find out.
I think it probably would work for a pack at least, but
There's a kind of helpless display of the hands.
Sylvie shrugs. I genuinely don't know.
Well, should time come that we need to use it, I'll make sure that you find out. But if you're willing to part with it, you're right. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Do you have a dedicated satchel? Or a swag?
No, not one of those. I don't have a fetish. I just find the things I need. does make one prioritize what they bring with them.
There's a moment where Sylvie bites her lip like she's thinking about something. If you think it would be beneficial, Raya, I would offer you my swag.
Here's Charlotte sits forward a little bit. You know that, well, now you have my interest look. Do you really do that?
I can't be with you to help you. My crafting this was part of how I became a Theurge. If this small piece could help you, I am willing to part with it, at least temporarily.
I assume she kind of like gestures at it or something.
Yeah, it's hanging around her waist.
It's one of those things where Charlotte kind of glances to it as it's gestured to, and of all the weird ass shit, just kind of looks at it for a second and then looks back to Sylvie. Will it mind that?
I am freely offering it to you. The spirit bound into it is a magpie.
If you are earnestly willing, as much as I'd like to turn down something that generous, honestly, anything that could mean the difference means the difference. But it does mean that when I get back, I'd very much like for you to show me how to offer it some thanks for even the temporary aid.
Magpies like secrets.
A lot of things like secrets.
If there is a secret you could share with it, something, well, honestly, the more scandalous, the better. Or at least the more gossipy, the better.
Noted.
Um,
I just want to make sure you know that you do not have to give me your fetish, even temporarily. They're not a small thing to hand around. But if you're offering, I'll make sure that the others going with me know that you've offered. And I'll make sure it is weighed in your favor.
I want to be clear. I am loaning you my fetish for this mission because I cannot go with you. And I know how invaluable it can be to have a satchel like this. If there were more time, I'd offer to make you one.
Well, perhaps in the future, we'll go into talks about it.
But
Because you're right, they are invaluable.
you will need to have someone dedicated.
I can do it. Unless you'd like to.
I can do that for you. I think if I were to do that for you, it would be a sign to the spirit that this is my choice and a matter of great need.
By all means.
Where we at the beach. Open.
Yes, the windows are open.
Windows.
Sylvie will
Windows open. Windows
undo
open
her
now.
belt and take the satchel off it and hand it to Charlotte. Now I need to look up.
I'm going to. But yeah, it's I want to say dedication is. Is it a chord or is it? I think it's mystic.
I think it's mystic.
So what's ritual is Div 7, but I will
Okay.
spoiler you that fetishes do not require dedication. But it is still actually a really clever gesture, so I'm gonna. And Charlotte doesn't know any better, so I'm gonna totally let you do it.
All right. Okay. Let's rituals. Not near the power button, kid. Okay. So that's 6.
Did I lose you? Are you muted? Yes. There was just prolonged silence, and I was concerned. Hello.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can.
Yay!
You win.
I win. Okay.
Did you manage to make your roll?
Yes, I did. 3 successes.
Beautiful. Then yeah, you can do whatever kind of song and dance you like.
So, what Charlotte will see is she will Sylvie will kind of drape the satchel over her lap, and spend a point of gnosis. Just manifest some gnosis at the tip of one of her fingers and just kind of tap the swag. Um, and she'll take a length of cord, um, probably from one of the ones that she's got wrapped around her wrist as a bracelet, and just use that to uh, wind the belt of the satchel to Charlotte's arm.
Mommy, look.
All right.
And in a
Bye-bye.
Sylvie will smile. Sylvie will smile at Charlotte and say, "The magpie swag is now dedicated to your person. May the spirit serve you as well as it has served."
Thank you. Earnestly.
Sylvie will offer a bow to Charlotte. "You're welcome."
Be sure to bring it back to you.
"Please do."
Welcome, Mommy.
There's a wry smile, and hopefully I will be as uninjured as it will be. She goes ahead and swoops herself up, kind of pokes fun at it.
"I certainly hope so, Charlotte."
No, I've still got some more unmarked skin. I'm sure I'll manage. But I'll bring you news when I come back.
Will you be traveling through Wolfsmaw?
It's about the only way to get where we need to go. Or where I need to go.
If you
Daddy, like as a bee.
if you need a reason, something to help you get in the door, do have a letter written to my Uncle Signald that you could say you've come to deliver.
I hope only good news.
Yes, it is good news.
I should very much like to see him smile as I pass through.
Mommy, that's the van.
Sylvie will go to her desk, or, well, rather, the desk that's in the room, and pull out a small envelope sealed with wax and hand it over to Charlotte.
And she takes it and actually, of all things, goes ahead and very delicately tucks it into the swag, because that way it will go nowhere. Though she does glance up as she does so. At the risk of asking a personal question, I hope it doesn't mention your current status.
It does not.
Oh, good.
It,
I love this. What?
it does mention that I am a prospective member of your pack, and I am seriously considering the offer of joining.
Well and good.
I
I'm sure
hope
he'll be happy to read
see,
it.
I hope to see what his response is, and depending on what it is,
Look, that's
Well.
a great cow.
we'll know if that's why he wanted me here or not.
I suppose so. All the same, if I can get an answer to bring back, I will.
I deeply appreciate that, Charlotte Raya. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Unless you can, I don't know, help the snow or have a magical deterrent for very, very territorial talons. I'm afraid not.
Unfortunately, I have neither of those things, though I do recommend a heavy winter coat and appropriate footwear.
Oh, don't you worry. I have just the thing.
That will help.
Then I'll see you when I get back.
I will see you when you get back, Charlotte Raya.
Not.
I'll be waiting. Not idly, but I will be waiting.
There's a faint smile. She goes ahead and gets up. And, yeah, we'll politely,
So,
say her goodbyes.
actually, Charlotte Raya,
Hmm?
before you go, I could use your advice.
Oh?
I have been pondering a gift for the crows for my disrespectful actions in their territory.
Huh.
I thought I would make something they could hang on the wall in their bar. A sign in the shape of a crow.
Yes, I
It's kind of a thoughtful frown. I can't say that they would dislike it. I would say take caution to ensure that it is something that you've put a lot of time into. Because the effort will be noted.
I
Have an
will
eye
do
for
so,
detail.
Charlotte. As for Undergrowth, I'm not certain what I could give him. I don't have very many secrets. I think that would be something either he or Anton Raya would find an acceptable gift for my transgressions.
She kind of thoughtfully licks her lips. I dare say one of the few things you can readily give is probably some serious humility. In the end, the best way to make a good impression isn't necessarily with your gifts. Just make sure that they're suited, and make sure that whoever you do swear on to, whoever you are helping or working with.
I will do so, Charlotte.
I think your mic
I'm
got
holding your hand.
because you are distinctly different sound quality all of a sudden.
Okay, let me check my settings.
Yeah, you swapped from mic to onboard, I think.
All right. Let's see.
Okay. Did that
But-
fix it?
Yes.
Or do I still sound far, far away?
I mean, you sound further away now. Before it was kind of like the really up close smothered sound. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm not hearing you anymore. Technical difficulties. Yes, that all I could think is that maybe he managed to pull out a cord or something, but or turned off the headset or something like that. Do you need to reset again? Oh, there you go. Maybe. You're currently software muted at the moment, like Hangouts muted. All right. I assume you've checked your computer settings. You check your Hangout settings too? Oh, I hear baby.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Aha!
I don't know what I did, but
I'm blaming the baby on principle.
I don't know. I don't know what he did,
Either way.
but yeah, it's fixed now.
Yep. So yeah, sorry. Charlotte is basically going, it's something of a dangerous game, but humility, showing that you can have some, makes a difference. And at worst, they get some blackmail photos of you looking silly, but if that satisfies them, it satisfies them.
Blackmail photos of me looking silly. I wonder who I would get to take those.
Probably them, truth be told. Depending on what you did, show some humility. But what they value is loyalty. And from what I understand, you have at least once questioned theirs. So they won't
Yes.
fix all at once.
No, but I can show the proper.
And at the risk of sounding like a broken record, when you go to take them the gift, the sign isn't a bad idea. Don't forget that you're in their territory. It's like going to Wisconsin and remembering that you are at the court. It's like going to Wolf's Maw and remembering where you are. It's like going anywhere. You are walking into their territory, and you need to treat them like you understand that it is their territory. And they will take the piss, but that's just how they are. Being able to laugh at it is important.
I will do my best, Raya, to be able to laugh at it. I won't let them provoke me into reacting again.
Well, people aren't laughing at you if you're laughing too.
I will try to keep that in mind.
Gives her a bit of a pat on the shoulder, like, I believe in you, buddy. By hook or by crook, you'll eventually figure this out, essentially.
Yes.
That I should prepare to go.
I won't keep you.
She nods. And with that, we'll go ahead and head out.
And Sylvie will wait for Charlotte to go. Then go back to her loom and start picking up material.
Da-na-na. Would you like to end it there?
Yes, I think that's a good place to end it.
All right. Then away we go. New.